Yeah, sure. So cinematography was dog.
Oh!
Beam me up, Scotty.
Okay, so what is this new movie about?
Well, Star Trek Beyond is about the Enterprise crew. It is the first of its 5-year exploration in uncharted space, and already they got attacked. And as you can see from the trailers, the ship got ripped in half. Our crew is abandoned on a planet. On a planet, not just any planet, but a planet with a lizard-like dictator that's hell-bent on destroying all lives in the galaxy. So, my friend here, Michael, he came out of the theater disappointed, but he has a few nice things to say about the film, and he would like to say them first. So
yeah, so starting from the premise that he just gave, which is great, by the way,
Thank you.
You already see that the premise of the movie is awesome, right? They're stuck on a remote planet, and they don't know what to do, and there's like a evil guy, and it's just like, it's simple, it's very TV episode-y, and it might explore some deep character, introspections on like, what do we do on this planet when we're stranded and stuff. So I thought that the writing for this movie was great, because that premise alone is really cool.
Yeah, Simon Pegg contributed to the writing with his co-writer Doug Young, and he carried his own charm and wit from the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy, and he also managed to squeeze in the charm and wit of the Star Trek series as well. So the humor works. Bones got a chance to shine in this film, like crazy. There was no sidelining of characters that the first 2 films suffered, but everyone got a moment to shine here.
Right.
And it shows. And even the new characters, they are interesting enough, especially Jayla.
The white
Crawl
face.
is white face, okay.
The white face?
Yes, the girl with the zebra makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the first good thing.
Right.
But
So you could say that the writing is phenomenal, honestly, because it's really well done. I think.
It also helped because of the performances, right?
Yeah. So those are great too.
Yeah.
As per the first 2 movies. So everything that was basically a given to be good in this movie was good, because Simon Pegg was the writer and the actors are the same from the first 2 movies.
Yep. They were on point, even though this one got stuck in temporary development hell.
It absolutely did, yeah.
But then when they were on screen, they were on point. It's just like no time has passed between the second and the third film.
Right. So if you just want to go to the movies to see them again, obviously go, because you'll enjoy it. The issues that come from me are with all of the new things.
Right.
So the new editors, because there's 4 now instead of 2 for each movie, and the new director, which is the director of the previous 4 Fast and Furious movies, I think.
Yes,
What
not the 7th film though.
Okay.
But nevertheless, because I feel what you're saying as well, because the thing about Abrams is that whenever he jumped to a different franchise, he approached it differently. As you can see with Star Trek, and then he jumped to Star Wars. There's subtle differences in that. Lin, however, whatever he did in Fast and Furious, he brought it over here. So everything is very lighthearted, very on the surface, very fluffy. It doesn't have the weight or the severity that Abrams
it
gave
absolutely
to
doesn't.
the first 2.
There's no balance. This director, he knows how to direct superhero action movies, and those are the Fast and Furious movies. So this is not the same. This is like a character piece on human beings and like other species that pretty much human beings that they have flaws and they have things that they want to do besides be on this ship. They want to see their family and stuff. And this movie does not touch on that. It touches on it for the first 20 minutes, which I attribute to Simon Pegg and the other writer. What I see in this movie is a bunch of different creative heads or working heads that just did not meet to make the same movie.
Well, I gotta give credit to the action sequences though. Whatever Lin however Lin approaches to the Fast and Furious action sequences, however incomprehensible they may be, they were still fun. They have that energy. They have that Linness. They have that that escalation. He brought it over here. But yeah, like I said, sometimes they were incomprehensible because of the cinematography.
Yeah, sure. So cinematography was dog.
Oh!
I don't want to get into it, but it was dog. Yeah, sure. The action sequences had energy. Sure, they had energy. But that's because the budget is $150 million. How can it not have energy? That takes no skill to have energy in an action sequence. There was no weight behind any of it. Like I didn't. So we saw the first 2 movies before we saw the 3rd movie because we went to the marathon, which is cool.
Now those 2 were like big screen spectacles, but with the changes, especially in the crew members and especially the visual crew members for Star Trek Beyond, it feels a little bit like a TV episode. It feels like it went from big film to glorified TV episode that's being shown on big screen.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Just the action sequences, however energetic they may be, they had no weight to them. Like, I didn't even feel anything for any of the main characters anymore because they weren't even established at the beginning as characters. They just, the movie assumes that you know these characters already, and you know their nuances and you know their character traits and stuff. So it's by definition not a movie. It's just not. Like, there was not one moment in the movie where any of the people in the theater like clapped or cheered, or I didn't hear anybody like wipe a tear away. There was none of those moments that movies are supposed to have that like get the emotion out of you. This felt like it's an episode on TV, which is, it's weird because like Marvel gets flack for it every single time they make a movie, and Star Trek apparently they're free from this fault of theirs. Anyway.
Well, that's all the time we have for Star Trek Beyond. Thank you for watching this review, and of course, we're gonna have more on this YouTube channel. Please subscribe to,
Please.
to wait for more reviews or watch what we have already done. So, thank you. And
Thank you,
of course, live long and prosper.
Boy, who's that? Calling my name? Oh, it's the big friendly giant. A what?